Welcome into the Lifetime Activity Center on the campus of Salt Lake Community College. Trevor Allen here with you for the Utah Top 50 here on KSLSports.com as a part of the Rewind Sports Network. Game number 3 of the night. We'll have one more after this, but we've got the Butte Daredevils, who's playing their second game of the night, taking on the Rockford Lightning. And we'll talk about each player as we go throughout the broadcast. The Rockford Lightning will be in the black uniforms, and the Butte Daredevils will be in the white. But Butte getting a win earlier today against the Indiana Alley Cats. But it's 2 18-minute halves, running clock, and the clock on your screen is unofficial. I try to keep it synced up. But Coley Fosta from Cypress High School has the ball. He'll go in. Nice pass right there off of a screen to number 24, Jack Anderton from Highland High School. Here's Dang Dang from Judge. He'll fire for 3. Got it. Oh, whoops. Excuse me. On the scoreboard. As we go the other way, here's Jackson Slaw from Westfield High School, the brand new one. It's out there, and he's got 3 points. As it's now 6-2, a very fast-paced game. And Coley Fosta gets it up and in. He was leading scorer for the Pirates last year. There we go. Got the scoreboard. Was not working for me, but it is now. Here is number 46, Isaiah Drisden from Highland. He'll go to Fosta for 3. No good. And here is Robbins from Riverton. Gets it to go from 3. That is Blake Robbins. Here's Drisden, the young Highland High standout. Can't get it to go on the layup, and here comes Jackson Slaw on the runaway layup. He'll get it to go. And we'll catch up here on the scoreboard. A lot of scoring so far, 11-4, and we're just 2 minutes in. Here's number 57. Oh, couldn't get it to go. That's Cameron Wilson from Skyline High School. And at the free throw line, they do a 1 for 2, and he gets it to go for the Lightning. 11-6 is your score. And now here's Dang Dang from Judge Memorial. Coley Fosta trying to take it away. And now here's Jackson Slaw to Dang Dang. Fires for 3. Off the front of the iron, no good. Drisden on the rebound. He's off and running. He'll fire to Fosta. He'll go in. Kick out to Cameron Wilson. Mid-range jumper. Got it. Cameron Wilson looking good so far. A free throw and a bucket. And now here's Gardner. Dawson Gardner from Uinta. Now here comes Drisden. Goes down the floor to number 24, Jack Anderton. For 3, no good there from Bryson Watson from Woods Cross High School. Here's Slaw. The Longhorn sends it out to Blake Robbins. For 3, no good. Here comes Anderton. Jack Anderton kicked into the corner to Watson. Out to Wilson. Air ball on that one. He just hit a jumper from there about 40 seconds ago. Here's Dang Dang from Judge. He'll go in traffic in the lane. He'll get it to go and 1. And on and 1s, they just give him the 3 points and move on. And a slew of subs here for both teams. Fosta will inbound to Drisden. As it's 14-8. Drisden brings it into the front court. Over to Fosta. Guarded by Beckham Bayless. Cypress on Cypress action right here. Fosta, no good. Rebound by Wilson. He'll go in, gets it to go on the offensive board. And it's 14-10. The Daredevils with the lead. That's Isaiah Reiser from Copper Hills. No good. Rebounded by Caleb Noftel from Westlake High School. Here's Fosta, guarded by Dang Dang. Goes into the lane. Kicks out to Drisdom. He's wide open. And he'll get it to go for three. Nice pass and shot there for the Lightning. So now it's 14-13. Here's Dang Dang. Contested by Kobe Allen. Doesn't matter. It goes in. Dang Dang from downtown. As we try to get the scoreboard updated, it's still not working. Kobe Allen from Taylorsville gets it up to go. And now it's 17-15 with Butte in front. Here's Isaiah Reiser. Coming around a screen. He'll step in, mid-range, deep two. He'll get it to go. Isaiah Reiser from Copper Hills. He'll go to Drisdom. From Highland. He'll step in for a three. Short. He'll get his own rebound, attack the rim, and no good. He'll go to the foul line as he's fouled by Blake Robbins from Riverton. So with the clock ticking, 12:18 to go. Here's Drisdom. 1 for 2. Gets it to go. Brings the Rockford Lightning within 2. Here's Reiser. He'll come around a screen. Go to Beckham Bayless. Bayless, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by Kobe Allen. He'll go into the lane, float it up, and good. Nice little bang-bang play right there for Kobe Allen. And we're all tied up at 19. Here's Reiser. Pump fake, nice pump fake against Kobe Allen. In and out, no good. Wilson on the rebound. Wilson at 6'8", 210 pounds, averaged 12.2 points per game last year for Park City. As a three-pointer is good by Drisdom. And the Lightning now have the lead. Here's Dang Dang coming around a screen. Now he's going one-on-one with Wilson. Now kick out to Reiser. Reiser will set it back up. Guarded by Drisdom. Over to Dang on the right side against Wilson. He'll fire it outside for three to Colton Asay from Morgan High School. As they try to go to Kobe Allen, now he has it. Now to Drisdom. Drisdom will set it back up. Wilson trying to get posted up here against Dang Dang. Fosta looks for him, and he's got him. Wilson going to work against Dang. He'll put it up, no good. Rebound by Dang Dang. He'll bring it up the floor. Coast to coast, lay it up, good. Dang Dang. It's now 22-21. Drisdom around a screen. He'll fire for three. No good. Beckham Bayless on the rebound. The Cypress Pirate will bring it up the floor. Guarded by Caleb Noftel. Now out to Asay for three. No good. On the left side, here's Kobe Allen now. The Taylorsville Warrior will go to Coley Fosta. He'll throw it down with two hands. Nice play right there for the Rockford Lightning. Great pass by Noftel or Kobe Allen, and then Coley Fosta with the great slash and I guess we'll call it a dunk. Now Dang Dang against Noftel. Put it off the glass and in. They're just going to Dang Dang and say, go to work, go get us some points. Here's Allen. He'll stop and pop for three. Off the front of the iron, no good. Colton Asay from Morgan High School with the rebound. Here's Isaiah Reiser, guarded by Fosta. That goes into Dang Dang. And no good. Rebounded by Jordan Oberholzer from Weber High School. He'll go to Fosta. Left-handed layup, good. Coley Fosta having himself a game as well for Rockford. Averaged 15 points per game for the Pirates as a sophomore last year. So pretty much the future of Cypress is on the floor. Well, the future of the whole state is on the floor, honestly, but some great talent here. Here's Isaiah Reiser. He'll go in and creates contact, and Caleb Noftel's going to get the foul. But Reiser will go to the line. So on the floor is Drisdom, Bryson Watson, Anderton, and Oberholzer in Fosta. I may have counted too many guys, but either way, Fosta with the mid-range jumper gets it to go. And I'll update the score here. It's 28-25. As it's taken away, here's Drisdom. Kick out for three, gets it to go, and that's Jordan Oberholzer from Weber. Now here's Bayless. Goes in, fires out to Gardner. Here's Reiser. Guarded by Fosta. Here's Bayless. Out to Lamborn from Copper Hills. He'll go out to Gardner. Dawson Gardner gets it to go from Uinta High School. 31-28 now in favor of the Lightning. Here's Jordan Oberholzer to Noftel to Drisdom. Drisdom against Reiser. A little bit of contact in the paint. And we're going to see what they say. I think they were contemplating whether it was on the ground or on the shot. Oberholzer gets it into Noftel. Noftel in the paint. Good block right there by Beckham Bayless. And here comes Reiser. Reiser into the lane against Drisdom. Gets it to go off the glass. What a play there by the Copper Hill star. (31-30) is our score. That's the scoreboard again, not working for me. It's not my night. There we go. With 5:40 to go here in the first half. Here's Reiser. Off a screen from Bayless. He'll stop, pop, fire for three. No good. And here comes Oberholzer. Oberholzer goes into the paint. Takes a little contact from Reiser. Can't get it to go either way. Contact both ways. And here comes Ace on the layup and good. 32-31 now. The lead back to Butte. Here's Fosta for three. Short. Bayless on the rebound. Goes down the floor. Gets it over to Gardner. To Ace, Colton Ace for three, short, and they're going to let it go out of bounds. That's Bryson Watson letting it go out of bounds. And it'll go to the Lightning. So Rockford with possession. Here's Drisdom. Drisdom's one of the best guards in the state, and he's a junior. And now here's Oberholzer. Taken away. Here's Ace to Reiser. Reiser into the paint. Could probably argue that there was contact on the ball, but Bryson Watson from Woods Cross will get the foul either way and will send Reiser to the line. 32-31 with 4 minutes to go here in the first half of the third game of our quadruple header. and gets it to go. And a sub coming in. That is Jack Anderton from Highland High School. Here's Oberholzer to Watson for 3. Air ball. Slapped in play by Gardner to Bayless. Bayless stops and pops for 3. Short. Could have been deflected. Coming the other way is Watson. Oberholzer to Anderton for 3. Short. Last few shots from both teams were just short. Here's Reiser. Guarded by Fosta. He'll stop mid-range jumper. No good. Gardner grabs his own rebound twice and finally gets the tip in to go. Dawson Gardner from Uinta High School. There's Watson to Jack Anderton. Oberholzer, he's got a lane. Kicks it out, trying to get to Watson, but it's deflected out of bounds by Boston Lamborn. Coming into the game is Jackson Slaw. He'll come in for Gardner. And Ace will come out as well. And it looks like Robbins is back in. Here's Cameron Wilson, who also just checked in from Skyline. They get the offensive rebound. He gets the lay in to go. 36-33, Butte Daredevils with the lead. Here's Isaiah Reiser. Nice spin move from Jackson Slaw, but nothing there. Wilson on the rebound. Oberholzer to Fosta. He'll stop and pop for 3. And it rolls out. Offensive rebound, no good there by Caleb Noftel. Here's Reiser. Looking, nice little pass to Lamborn, his teammate in high school, but it's stolen away. Noftel to Jack Anderton. Layup good. Here's Slaw to Robbins. Back to Slaw for 3. Got it. Hit a few of those in the first game of the day. And now it's 39-35 with just over a minute to go here in the first half. Here's Cameron Wilson. The Park City transfer at Skyline High School now gets the reverse layup to go. And the Lightning hanging with the Daredevils. Here's Reiser. A little bit of a mismatch here. He's got the big fella on him. He'll go into the lane, reverse layup. Good. What a move there by Isaiah Reiser. 41-37, under 1 minute to go here in the half. Here's Oberholzer, pump fake. Kick back out to Wilson. Now over to Noftel. Come around a screen, has nothing there. We'll go to Fosta. Guarded by Lamborn. He'll go into the paint, left-handed floater, air ball. Tries to go after Lamborn, great box out. Goes to Isaiah Reiser. Now to Slaw, great pass to Bayless in traffic. Kicks out to Reiser. Good. Nice 3 kick out there from Bayless. Saw that he was double teamed to add Reiser out there, and a nice pass and shot. 44-37. The Daredevils with the lead. Here's Oberholzer. Jordan over to Coley Fosta. Nice pass over there to Jack Anderton with the reverse layup. Nice cut along the baseline by the Highland product. Reiser at the buzzer, no good. And that will do it for the first 18 minutes of play in this ball game. So at the break, the Daredevils have a 44-39 lead over the Lightning. We'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break and be back with second half action here on the... Welcome back to the Lifetime Activity Center. Trevor Allen here as Jackson Slaw from Westfield hits a triple. For the Butte Daredevils. And the clock on your screen is obviously not correct. I'll get that corrected here in a minute as Robbins fires for 3. So back to back here for Butte. Here's Oberholzer. Kick out to, that's Bryson Watson. He'll lay it up and in from Woods Cross. Fire down here is Watson. He'll go over to Cameron Wilson. Puts it up and in. So 50-43 is our score. Here's Dang Dang. Out to Ace. Ace to no good. Drisdom on the rebound. He'll bring it up the floor. He'll go over to Oberholzer. No good for the lefty. Rebounded by Dawson Gardner. To Robbins. Corner slaw for three. No good. And here comes Oberholzer. To Kobe Allen. Allen blocked away by Dang Dang, and they go up the floor. Here comes Butte. Fire for three. Ace, good. They're getting it going from three. Already have a 10-point lead now. Is Butte. Good hook shot there from Cameron Wilson. Oops, gave the wrong points. 53-45 is our score as the ball is out of bounds. Stays with the Daredevils. So Kobe Allen will come out. Here's Slaw, deflected by Drisdom as it stays with Butte. Here's Dawson Gardner from Uinta High School. Stops and pops for three. He's hit a couple tonight. No good. Rebound by Blake Robbins from Riverton. And they gave him the bucket and the foul. So now it's an 11-point lead for Butte. Here's Anderton to Wilson. Back out to Drisdom. Drisdom in the paint, floater up, good. Isaiah Drisdom, son of Tim Drisdom, former Utah Ute standout. And here's Robbins to Ace from Morgan High School. Now to Robbins. Three, no good. Tipped, goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it went off of Rockford. Nope. Yep, they're going to give it to Rockford. That it went off of Butte. Subs checking in here for the Daredevils. Reiser, Bayless, and Lamborn. And here's Drisdom. Nice little move into the lane, and he gets the layup to go. Isaiah Drisdom really creative with the ball and very aggressive with it as well. Here's Lamborn. Stop, pop for three. Got it. The Copper Hills standout gets the triple to go. And that seems like the fourth or fifth triple here for Butte coming out of the gates of the half. As Drisdom will fire from deep. No good. But Wilson takes it away, and he gets the hook shot to go. Nice little play there from the Skyline senior. And it's 59-51. Drisdom gets it. Here is Watson. And he's fouled by Bayless. And he'll go to the line. As Coley Fosta checks in for Watson. Or maybe they say that it got deflected. Here's Jack Anderton. He goes up. He's fouled. As he will go to the line. The Highland High School senior. Averaged 6.4 points per game last season. Highland, another team who's going to be very good in 5A this year. Because of guys like Anderton and change it here. Here's Bayless. Around, stop, pop, mid-range, no good. And here comes Overholtzer from Weber High School. Looking for Wilson in the paint. Guarded by Robbins. He's got it. He'll just stop and pop. No good. Rebounded by Overholtzer on the offensive board. He'll go in, left-handed, scoop layup, good. Little guard getting it done from Weber. And scrapping for it is Drisdom and Reiser. And Reiser hits a nice little shot on it, sitting down on the floor. Obviously doesn't count, but it's 59-57. The ball will stay with Butte on the jump. Oh, nope, never mind. They changed it, the possession arrow. It goes in favor of the Rockford Lightning. Here's Drisdom. He'll come around a screen from Wilson. And then another screen. He'll stop and pop at the mid-range. And it is good for Drisdom. And we're all tied up at 59 with 10 minutes to go here in the game. Here's Dang Dang. Guarded by Wilson. He forces his way into the paint. Is able to kick out to Bayless for three. Short. And here's Overholtzer to Drisdom. Drisdom on the wing. He calls Wilson out. Goes out to Fosta, but it's taken away by Jackson Slaw, excuse me. Here's Lamborn to Reiser. And it's blocked away on the mid-range jumper by Drisdom, and Fosta has it over to Overholtzer. He'll drive in against Slaw. A little push off right there, but in and out on the mid-range jumper. And here comes Dang Dang. A big body that can fly down the floor, and he pops for three, no good. Here's Anderton. Anderton will spin, stop. Good stop there by Bayless. There's Overholtzer against Reiser. He'll get into the paint, scoop with the left hand, and gets it to go again. That's his second one like that of the night. And now, Rockford Lightning have the lead. 61-59, here's Reiser. Going to the paint against Wilson. Creates the contact, and he gets fouled. He'll go to the line, 1 for 2. As Caleb Noftel will come in, and Isaiah Drisdom will come out for Rockford. So on the floor is Reiser, Dang, Slaw, Lamborn, and Gardner for the Daredevils, and Wilson, Anderton, who has the ball right now, Fosta, Noftel, and Overholtzer. Here's Fosta. He'll fire for three off the front of the iron. Here's Gardner. Brings it up the floor. He'll go to Dang Dang. Fires for three is Lamborn. He'll get it. I barely moved the net. And now that gives the lead back to Butte. Here's Overholtzer. Now they'll go into Wilson. Great help defense, but maybe a little too much contact there from Gardner. As Wilson gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for 1 for 2. You guys can check out the girls' Utah Top 50 on Thursday. Have it right here for you, beginning at 6:15. I believe Dane Stewart will be here, as the free throw is good by Wilson. Here is Gardner for three. Too strong. Tipped offensive rebound by Boston Lamborn. Now out to Dang. To Slaw, guarded by Fosta. He'll go into the paint. Scoop with the right hand layup. Good. Good move there by the Westfield Longhorn. Here's Cameron Wilson. He'll stop and pop over Dang, and he gets it to go. The big man can let it rip. Here's Gardner. Goes up, but he's fouled. Dawson Gardner from Uinta High School, 1 for 2 at the line. No good. Wilson on the rebound. Here's Oberholzer. To Fosta. He'll go into the paint. Put it up. Changes his shot a little bit. Can't get the tip in. And here comes Boston Lamborn. He'll just stop. Wide open three. Got it. Back-to-back for him. 67-65. Butte with the lead. Here's Anderton. Floating in the lane with right hand. No good. Gets his own rebound. Then gets that one to go. And now we're tied. Approaching 5 minutes to go here in the game. And driving past Fosta is Lamborn, and he gets it to go. He scored 8 points probably in the last minute. Now here's Wilson. He'll fire. Mid-range, no good. Oberholzer on the rebound. Tries to get the cutting Wilson, but it's a turnover for the Rockford Lightning. Drisdom and Allen will come in. And out will be Fosta and Oberholzer. Here's Slaw. Come around a screen. He'll step back. Fire for three. Gets it to go. They've really opened up their shooting here in the second half as the Daredevils and just firing from downtown. Here's Kobe Allen. He'll try and match it for three. No good. Rebound by Lamborn. Here is Gardner. Go against Drisdom. Fire out to Slaw once again for three. Nope, no good. It goes over the backboard and eventually out of bounds to Rockford. Here's Isaiah Drisdom. He'll float it up in the lane. That was a nice shot right there by Isaiah Drisdom. 72-69 now. 3.5 to go here in the game. Daredevils with the lead. Here's Reiser. Reiser against Drisdom. That's a good matchup right there. Here's Gardner, stripped away by Drisdom. And now here's Caleb Noftel. Go to Jack Anderson in the corner for three. No good. Rebounded by Gardner. Out to Dang. Reiser left alone for three. He gets it to go. That's been the story here in the second half. Butte being able to hit threes at a firing rate. Like they're getting a bunch to go, and they're going in bunches, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Here's Drisdom. Here's Allen. He'll go in, fire it off the glass with the right-hand floater, and gets it to go. Kobe Allen, the Taylorsville product. The top scorer for Taylorsville graduated this last season, and so Kobe Allen's going to be expected to take that role for the Warriors. Here's Reiser for three. Too strong. Noftel on the rebound. He's going to bring it up the floor. He'll pitch it over to Drisdom. Looking for Wilson. Instead, he'll go in pick and roll action. He'll go into the paint. Nice little pass to Noftel off the glass and in. What a side pass there from Drisdom, and the finish from Noftel. The Westlake product finishing with the layup. Here's Dang. Out to Slaw. He gets it to go despite the Nice closeout by Kobe Allen. And they're just putting the nets on fire. Here's Drisdom. A high-scoring game. And Drisdom, he'll go in the lane. He's fouled as he gets to the rim. And with under 2 minutes to go, they're going to give him that. They're just going to give him 3. And the Lightning now within 2 with 90 seconds left. The clock is not synced up. I'll just go ahead and stop it on my end. Here's Reiser to Gardner. No good. Rebounded by Wilson. He's going to bring it up the floor to Noftel. He'll go over to Kobe Allen and hits his feet. And Dawson Gardner dives on the floor. You love the hustle. But it goes out of bounds. It stays with Rockford. Oberholzer, who checked in a little bit ago, is taken away by Gardner. To Slaw, to Lamborn. Layup, no good. Oh, he's gonna want that one back. Here's Drisdom. Under a minute to go now. Here's Wilson. A lot of contact right there. They're wanting a jump ball, but I agree with the officials on this one. Deng probably got a little too much arm on that one. So going to the line is Wilson. Clock stopped, 54 seconds left. And it's no good on the first one. So now under a minute, they do actual free throws rather than the 1 for 2. It's the 1-and-1, which is 2 shots, or 2 shots, I should say. And Wilson gets it to go on the second one. So brings Rockford within 1. 54 seconds. There is shot clock here. 30-second shot clock. Here's Deng. He'll drive in against Wilson. It goes off the backboard, but it did reach the backboard first before Wilson blocked it. So that'll be a goaltending call. And Butte will get 2 points and a 3-point lead. And Wilson will come out of the game. Fosta will check in. And the coach is telling him, move up the floor. You don't have much time. 35 seconds left, and you're down by 3. Here's Drisdom, one-on-one with Slaw. Drisdom, he'll fire. Short, no good. Oberholzer couldn't get it, but then poke behind as Gardner goes for it. And they're going to call the foul on Gardner. Good hustle, though. He just got poked behind by Oberholzer. And now here's Drisdom. He'll go into the lane against Deng, too short. And now they're going to foul him. 13 seconds left. Into the line is Deng from Judge Memorial. Wilson will check back in. He'll come in for Oberholzer. Got to get some rebounding in there. But don't really need it. I guess to box out Deng. But first one is good. And that makes it a 2-possession game. 13.2 to go. He'll get both free throws. He's had a great night playing 2 games. He's played well in both for the defending state champion Judge Memorial Bulldogs. As Drisdom will get the layup to go. And now they're needing to foul with 7 seconds left. 3-point lead. And Reiser will get fouled by Fosta. Here's Reiser at the free throw line. Gets the first one. Back to a 2-possession game. Gets both to go. And here is Drisdom with 2 seconds. 1. Off the front of the iron and no good, and that's the ball game. Final score, the Butte Daredevils 84, the Rockford Lightning 79. We'll go ahead and stop the stream and fire back up here in just a few minutes for the final game of the night here on KSLSports.com.